Okay, I'm making an air conditioning setup for my Escapade camper here. So here's the camper. Whoa! And if you don't know what this guy is, it is literally just a bed on wheels with some storage. So anyway, those two vents right there are the air conditioning and heater and return. And those feed out to this guy. So, ta-da! These are 3.5 inches. I've done a lot of work to do this, so I didn't just come up with this today, but I thought I'd show you guys. This is what we were attaching it with previously. This hose can bend and stretch and do all kinds of stuff. But when you do that, so when you pull it out, I don't know if you can see that, it's really not great. Not great for airflow. All these ridges in there. So, in order to increase the efficiency, I figured we would pipe it. Now, what I've done over here is I figured out the return and feed line. So this is the return up here. This is what outputs it. And this is what pulls air in. Now these tubes are all, 3-inch PVC pipes, foam core PVC pipes. The hope is that the foam core will make it A, lighter, but B, more importantly, it'll make it more insulated. So you can see I've already marked these. None of this is permanently affixed right now because I'm not sure how I want to do this because it has to be removable as well. But it works for now. Now the main problem, if you notice, I have a frozen 2 Band-Aid because that guy decided to take a chunk out of my finger. Don't cut PVC pipe. It doesn't work very well, and it's really dangerous. See? So that was going to be a support piece that I was trying to cut, and then it popped out and got my finger, so don't do that. But the support piece was going to be for this guy, because this pipe is actually kind of heavy. Now watch right here when I pull this out. See that whole thing kind of shifts and puts a lot of weight on there? That's not exactly sustainable. So, while I'm here, I'll go over kind of what is here. So these, like I said, none of this is affixed permanently right now. There we go. So my plan is to make this part all one piece, so it's glued together. And then these pieces will be removable, so you can take them apart and put it together. Just fine. This right here I sealed with the most official of sealant, Gorilla Tape. So if you look there, there's some Gorilla Tape. And then I put that on there so I could get some torque on there. It wasn't quite tight enough to allow me to torque it on there. These are just PVC fittings. I mean, that's 3-inch PVC fittings, and then I cut a piece of pipe to put in there. And you can't really see, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but there's a super thin piece of plastic, super thin, and then the whole thing is filled with foam. And I'm hoping that'll make it more insulating. So yeah, the idea is you put, let's see, put this so that letter B is up, letter A is up, and then you just match A to A, B to B. Wiggle that on there, and then put your holder underneath there. I'm noticing now, though, that I cut everything too short, because that is how high it should be. But because I had been working on this for a while, everything kind of drooped down. You can see over here. See that? It drooped down. Which means that everything I've been working on has been too short. So that's too short. These are too short. These are going to be my... I was going to make some bracing blocks under there. Which is fine. I just got to go and do some more cuts on it. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, these need to be cut again. And then we'll be good to go. Cool. Time lapse. You ever make something and then realize it's way, way, way too complicated? I'll show you. Okay, so that's way simpler. The problem I had was the two ends weren't cut perfectly to the right height, so they were kind of offset. But now, let's see if I can fit this under here. Oh yeah. That's good. So what I discovered was this pipe that I had used to measure the gap before, it fit perfectly if I put this under there, this being this piece of wood. So all I did was take what I already had and put a piece of wood under it, which should work okay, but the first time I made it way, 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 way too complicated. So now I just have to do this one, the output down over to there, and then maybe tighten these up or glue these together. Okay, this is the tube I'm trying to replace. This would have previously gone between here, here, and over here. So it would have looked something like that. But I want to do it so it doesn't have all these ripples in it. Now, the idea is to take this apart like I did with the other one. How did I? Yeah. And then use some fittings. Let me grab them. These fittings. One over there. And one over here to make them work together. So I think I'm going to do this one first. Yeah, because this one over here, I can change the angle to put up here. The problem is going to be that it probably won't hit perfect over here. So I'm kind of taking the gamble actually that it will it'll come out to here, because the problem is if I angle it and it comes out to here, you know, in this area, I'm going to be in trouble. But if it comes out too far this way, that's fine, because I can put a straight pipe and then do an angle. And it looks like, just eyeballing it, we're going to be fine. Oh, I don't know. Please hold. Yeah, we're going to be fine there, because it'll come to here, I can cut it, make it go straight into there. Alright. Let's put this guy together. Alright, first fitting here. So, this just goes on like that. And so, if you look over on this one, that bolt right there, that bolt is what holds it in, so it's the right angle, right angle. So I'm just going to rotate this one until it's roughly pointed that way. Grab a chunk of pipe and then rough measure it, or rough cut it, so I can get a more exact idea of the angles here. Okay, now I have to make one of these, an adapter, using this, that, and 3 to 3 inch adapter. Okay, here, I had to get that adapter. Now, problem is, this piece goes onto here, the air conditioning unit, just like that, snaps on, and I throw it on the ground, and I need that to go to a 3 inch pipe. Well, if you look, oh, it's about 3 inches on both of them. So, a 3 inch to 3 inch adapter. Ta-da! And that's what this is right here. It's a 3 to 3 inch adapter. This might be a little different because, let's see if we just dry fit it here. I actually need this one to come out a little ways, just like that. And then that angle should work. You know, if you've ever done a project, you get to a point where you realize, hey, this might actually work. And that's where I just got to on here. Look at that. It looks interesting, official. So now we start the long process of kind of finalizing the positions, the locations, how you're going to take it on and off. This one was easy, this U shaped here. I can't even see it, but that just pops off. This one, I'm not so sure. I think I'm probably going to have to rotate that to unlock it here. But because there's some give in here, I can probably just pull the whole thing off. We will try it out. So this part is attached. See the bolt in there? So now I can put that on there. And then this one, let's not drop those. Oh, come on. There we go. This one, clunk, also attaches. So now let's see if I can make these two ends join up and be friends. Yeah, I think that's about as good as I did. I mean, there's not much more I can do to make it fit well. The problem is that if this moves at all, the whole setup's done. So, I don't know. Figure that out. Yeah, that pops out. That comes apart. Down. I think that's about it. So, this has a support down here because this kind of moves a lot. You see that? That's just kind of the way it is. But this one doesn't move. I think that's because if this is to fall, or the weight's over here, so it's going to fall this way, and if it does, it pushes into there. Does that make sense? So if it goes down, it'll go that way, into there, and that's not moving. So then the question is, do I need to make a support for it? And I don't think I do. Alright, we are fired up and running. This is kind of a leak check, I suppose. It's hard to check for leaks on this one because it's pulling air in. So, yeah. But this one, you can put your hand up to and you can feel if it's got any problems. And it's mainly the joints here that I'm concerned with. And this one does feel to be leaking a little bit right here. Let's see. That's the thermal camera. Yeah, so we are leaking a little. Let's see. Can you see that? No, not really. But it does appear to be leaking a bit right there. Now, is there any way to fix that? maybe? I don't know. Upon further inspection, I don't care that much. Out in the field, I can fix that if need be. But if you look, maybe you can't see it, but these bolts are actually getting dew on them because the air's so cold. But the pipe isn't, so it's working fairly well. Let's take a look-see in here. Oh my god, that feels so good. Just go ahead and break that. Oh well. That's my wife's project anyway. So yeah, this is real cold and coming out hard. Okay, we're gonna wrap this mess up here. So I have concluded, or I'm calling this project finished. I have glued this one, and this one together, so this is all one piece. And then the same thing down here, everything but the end caps is one piece, so that you can kind of, all you have to worry about is putting these in correct, and they're all marked for top. As far as the air escaping goes, I pretty well fixed it up here. Last time I checked it, it didn't leak. But because I have sealed 1, 2, 3, 4 joints, I reduced the places that can leak. And I also sealed 1/2 of this so that it can only come out of one side of this joint. And I'm pretty happy with it. I did break this piece right here. I've got another one ordered. They were like $14 for 2 of them. So whatever. And now I just gotta put it away and hope I remember how to put it back together. Because I only have one of these tubes now. So let's hope I remember how to do it next time. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you found this interesting, if nothing else. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.